Miss Marta from the library, and today I have another fun craft to share with you. I'm going to show you how you can make these beautiful, colorful snowflakes from coffee filters. So stop by at the library and pick up your kit that has all of the supplies that you will need to make this fun craft. So when you pick up your kit from the library, inside you will find the step-by-step instructions of how to create the snowflakes, and you will find 2 coffee filters that you will decorate and later cut out to make our snowflakes. So let's get started. So some additional supplies that you will need to make this craft are things that you might have at home. Either if you have watercolors, or maybe you have markers, or you have some food coloring, and those are going to be used to decorate our coffee filters. So everybody might have different things at home, so you can use different things and still get the same result at the end. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to decorate my snowflake. So what I have is some watercolors. So I'm going to use watercolors to color my coffee filters. So I'm going to start with the first one. And I have some water in my cup and some paint brushes. So I am going to dip my paintbrush in my water a little bit. And I'm just going to use different colors. So one of my favorite colors is purple. So I'm going to use some purple and just kind of color all around my coffee filter. Just kind of all around, no particular order, no particular picture. Just kind of all around to get the color all around my snowflake. So I did some purple. Now I think I'm going to add some green because I also like the color green. So just all around. I think I need a little bit more water. I am going to color in green and just kind of all around. Just like that. Maybe a little bit more here. Okay, now I think I'm going to add another color. I think I'm going to add some blue. And I'm going to add some blue and just kind of all around. Just like that. So I have lots of pretty colors to make my snowflake. Just kind of color all around. So as I said, if you have different materials at home, you can use different things to color your snowflake. Maybe you don't have any watercolor, so you can color your coffee filter with some markers and then get a small water bottle and spray it, and you see how all the colors mix together. Or maybe you have some food coloring at home, so you can squirt a little bit of food coloring all around and then see how all the colors mix together. So it kind of depends on what kind of materials you have at home. And I think I'm still going to add a little yellow, maybe on the side. So looks like my green and my yellow kind of mixed up together. So it doesn't really look like yellow, it kind of looks like green, but that's okay. Just going to add it on the corners, wherever I can find some empty space. Okay, so I finished this one. So what I'm going to do now, before I color my second one, is I am going to take it and I am going to fold it in half, just like this. And then I'm going to kind of press on it so that all of my colors can mix together. I'm going to press on it. I'm going to fold it again in half. And again, kind of press so that all my colors can kind of blend in together. And then I'm going to fold it one more time in half and do the same thing. Kind of press on it so all of my colors can blend in together. Hold it in my hand and kind of press it. And now when I open it, you can see that all of the colors are blended and they make a colorful snowflake. So now this snowflake is still wet, so I'm going to kind of put it to the side and let it dry before I do my next step. So I'm going to take my second coffee filter and I'm going to color in my second coffee filter. So maybe for this one, I'm going to make a pattern. I'm going to see if I can use maybe red and put some red there. And then maybe use some green and put some green right next to it. And some blue. And some yellow. And I'm gonna try to do that kind of all around. Add some red. Some green. Some blue. And some yellow. And I'm going to do it again. So I'm forming a pattern all around my snowflake. A little bit more red. So you can be creative and color your snowflake any way that you like. So I'm creating a pattern as you can see, but if you don't want to make a pattern, that's okay. You can decorate it any way that you would like. I think I need to clean off my yellow a little bit because it's starting to look like green. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit more yellow. And red again. And green. And some blue. And some yellow again. And some red again. I'm kind of making a colorful pattern all around my snowflake. Blue. Maybe we'll just add some green for our last color. And now I still have my middle kind of blank and white, so maybe there I'm actually going to color that one yellow. Oh, maybe I'm going to use a new paintbrush. It's going to be kind of fresh. And add some yellow in the middle here. Okay, so I colored in my second snowflake and I'm going to do the same thing that I did with my first one. I am going to fold it in half, kind of press on it so all the colors get to blend in, and I'm going to fold it one more time, just like that, and fold it one more time. And try to blend the colors as much as I can together. Press, 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 press. Just like that. And then I open it. And you can see that all the colors have blended in very nicely. So I'm going to take this snowflake and I'm also going to put it to the side so that it can dry for a couple minutes before we cut out our shapes on it. So now that our snowflakes had some time to dry, and you want to make sure that they are dry, because if they are wet, it's going to be really hard for you to cut in them because the wet material is going to be very smooshy and it's going to be very hard for you to cut. So as I said, you will need a pair of scissors because we're going to be doing some cutting. So we are going to start off with our first snowflake. So what we're going to do is we are going to take it and we are going to fold it in half. Oh, just like that. Then we're going to fold it in half one more time. And we're going to fold it in half again, the third time. So now as you can see, you have a little triangle or a little pizza slice. So we are going to cut out some shapes in our triangle. But when you are cutting, you want to make sure that you are cutting on this side that kind of has the fold. You don't want to cut on this side that has the opening. You want to cut on this side that has the fold. So for this part, you can cut out any shape that you would like. If you want to cut out like a half a circle, a triangle, a square, you can be creative and cut out any shape that you would like. For me, I'm going to start out with, let's see, I'm going to cut out a little triangle there. Oh, just like that. So you can see that I have cut out the triangle. Next, I think I'm going to do a square. I'm going to cut out a square right next to my triangle. And this part might be a little bit challenging, but I know that all of you can do it. So we're going to cut out our square. Oh, just like that. So now we have a triangle and a square. And I think I'm going to continue with making a pattern. I'm going to cut out another triangle, maybe a little bit bigger this time. So now I have another triangle and another square next to it. Okay. There we go. So as you can see, I have a triangle, a square, a triangle, a square. And now I'm going to open up my snowflake and see what it looks like. Wow, look how beautiful it is. We cut out little triangles and little squares, and it gave us this beautiful pattern on the inside. Can you see it? It is very, very beautiful. So now we're going to do the same thing with our second coffee filter. Put this one to the side. And we're going to take our second coffee filter and we're going to do the same thing. We are going to fold it in half once. We are going to fold it in half again. And then we are going to fold it in half again. So we're folding it in half 3 times. Just like that. So it looks like a little triangle or a little pizza slice. So now we're going to cut out our shapes again. So as Miss Marta said before, we're going to cut out on the side that is folded, that has a little crease. We don't want to cut out on the side that has the opening. We're going to cut it out on this side. So let's see. What shape do I want to cut out now? I think I might do maybe like a little half a circle. Let's see how it's going to be a half of a circle. Just like that. Oh, I know it's kind of a little hard to cut on it, but that's okay. Okay, so I cut out like a little half a circle, but I think it looks more like a triangle, but that's okay. Now I think I'm going to make a triangle next to my little half a circle. I think I want to make a big triangle. Cut, cut, cut. Okay. Big triangle. And now I think I'm going to make another little half a circle on the end. Just like that. And now I'm going to open up my coffee filter and see what my snowflake looks like. Can you see? So this one is very different than this one, because this one has bigger little triangles here and this one has smaller triangles, so both of them are different. So you can choose what shape you want to cut out on the edges of the coffee filter. So I think my snowflakes came out really, really well. I hope that you had fun watching this video. So stop by at the library and pick up your kit so you can make these fun snowflakes too that you can hang up all around your house or even put on your window so everybody can see it. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. And when there's a lot of snowflakes, you get a snowman.